Hey guys, hey! Season 48, episode 10 was on this week of Survivor. Were you watching? Did you see what happened? Well, if you didn't have time to watch, you didn't want to watch, whatever, but you still need to know what happened, I got you. I can speed it all up for you in 10 minutes or less and tell you everything you need to know. You wouldn't even miss a beat. So we know last week David ended up getting to be the third person in jury. So everyone comes back to camp and everyone is pretty much on the same page except for Mary. She feels like she's now on the bottom because no one told her about David. But she's trying to play it cool. A little bit later, Eva has a straight up talk with Mary. She's like, hey, I can't tell you I'm going to use my idol or anything on you. I can't tell you that I'm going to vote for you or not. But I just want to tell you that you're a nice person. In hopes that, Mary will give her a vote later, I think. So a little bit later, Star, Mary, and Camilla all have a pact that they're going to get Joe out because they feel like that they're all leftovers and theirs is their revolution. They're going to get a group together and they're going to go against Joe. Now they pitched the idea to Mitch, who was like, yeah, anything but me. Later on, the strong four, Eva, Joe, Kyle, and Shaheem, bring in Mitch and Camilla and try to make them feel like that they're part of that group. Camilla has the gut feeling. She knows she's out, but later on she talks to Kyle and she tells him, I want Joe out. Kyle's scared, but he says he'll take her advice, and if she does the shot, then he'll follow. But he doesn't want to get his hands dirty. He knows that Joe's one of his best allies right now. So she says, sure, I'll do it, and you can play dumb. So Kyle's all about that plan. So then they went to challenge. They had their hands tied, and they had to drag this ball down a bunch of sand and make some catches with the frisbee and all this stuff like they usually do. Yeah, it's a tough race, but Kyle wins, and the reward was chicken and waffles. So he gets to take 3 people where he chose Eva, Camilla, and Shaheem. Mitch felt left out. Joe was a little upset. Yeah, it wasn't looking good for Kyle. When they were back, Joe straight up told Mary that David went home because of her. Oh, I thought that was going to blow up, but it seemed to just kind of go under the radar. So the next challenge was for the immunity necklace. They had to balance a rope, and it was a negotiation for rice. No one wanted to negotiate. Everyone played. And of course, Joe wins. The whole season is set up for him to win everything, I feel like. And that is his 3rd immunity win. So they're all back at camp, and Mary pitches Kyle to Camilla, who goes straight to Joe and Mitch and tells him. And she went straight to Kyle and told him as well. So in the midst of all the scramble, Shaheem pitches to the group and they agree that they need to vote Star out. And as soon as I feel like everything's scrambled and no one knows what they want to do, guess what time it is? Tribal time. No one wants to go to rocks. No one wants to use their save a vote. No one wants to use an idol. Nothing. And the votes went Mary, 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 3 for Mary, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Star. Bye, Star. I hated to see her go because her little personality was really fun, but her torch is snuffed, and she is now the 4th one in jury. Anyway, it was a short episode. Not much happened. A bunch of scrambling, a bunch of nonsense, but that's where we landed. Anyway, if you guys like hearing the roundup in 10 minutes or less, follow, and share, and I will do it for you continuously.